to what I was saying. Now, there was a time that the Renaissance tour, right? I came out and I had an opinion, right, about how Blue Ivy was dressing and looking, over these last 2 years. I'm the one that been saying that Blue Ivy's been looking too grown, right? Now, this is where this shit is going to come back to bite Jay-Z and Beyonce in they ass, and all y'all that had a problem with me stating that this girl is growing up too fast, right? Let the kid be a kid. Let her be like Kanye kids, where they just goofy and not goofy in a bad sense, but they kids. They goofy, having fun, playing goof, like they not too grown too fast, right? Now, with these allegations against Jay-Z, right? I never thought, like I said, Jay-Z was not going to ride off into the sunset, right? But I never thought like this type of allegations would come against him, right? But like I said, we don't know these people. But now that I see Jay-Z on every major media outlet with these allegations, now I'm convinced that is real, right? And here comes the takedown of Jay-Z, right? Now, one side of me has a little bit of sympathy for him, right? As here come the takedown of the black man, that, right? But the other side of me is like, yeah, get this goddamn cock blocking, hating ass, wig wearing, camel face, Gary Gnu, Basquiat wannabe out of here, right? There's that part of me for them niggas blocking my career and telling people don't mess with me. Up until even recently, I'm not going to even throw nobody's names out there, but they still be calling around telling niggas don't mess with me. This is why I keep my foot on their neck. As much as y'all keep trying to block my progression, and I'm not even messing with y'all, that I'm going to keep doing what I do. So it ain't never bow down and kiss the ring or yo, I'm live. I hit you back. Um, bow down to these niggas. And anyway, it's forever nigga F y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because all y'all gonna do is try to block niggas silently. And I know y'all doing it because these niggas can't hold water. And they telling. And now, this is just the beginning. Now I believe a lot of doors are going to open up for me. You know what I'm saying? Because now I ain't got to worry about these niggas talking about, oh man, yo, we messed with Choke, the nigga Jay. Jay now ain't even worried about Choke right now. Jay worried about the motherfucking floodgates that's getting ready to open up on his ass like Diddy. Y'all think this is just this is just the one hit. No, this what y'all seeing right here is somebody just plucked the first domino and they just hit that domino, and this domino is getting ready to hit this domino. And you think Diddy got 100 lawsuits? All it took was this one. Jay got a gang of them coming. Now, I'm going to break down my prediction on what's to come for Jay-Z and how he's going to be right in MDC with Diddy in maybe about, it ain't gonna be a year, maybe about 6 months, a year tops. But he's gonna be indicted too. And I'm gonna get into that for a minute. But before I get into that, let's go into this lawsuit, right? Now, a lot of y'all say this is a BS lawsuit because a lot of y'all gonna say this is a BS lawsuit, right? Because you thinking Jay-Z, right? And when you thinking Jay-Z, you are thinking Jay-Z, 13-year-old girl. Nah, Jay ain't gonna mess with a 13-year-old, right? Now, when we talk about this, we talk about these allegations against Jay-Z, right? What is alleged is that there was this young girl who was 13 years old that got somebody in her family to drop her off at Radio City Music Hall in New York City because it was on her bucket list to try to go to the VMAs. I don't know what goddamn 13-year-old got a bucket list. You ain't even goddamn graduated from high school yet. You talking about bucket list. But hey, maybe this kid had great aspirations in life, right? Okay. We got a 13-year-old getting dropped off at Radio City Music Hall because they saying they're gonna hustle their way into the VMAs by themselves, and they're gonna try to go to an after party. Now, we got a lot of people out here saying, "Oh, Choke, what are you talking about? I was going to the club at 14, and you should have got your ass beat, right? I'm sure you didn't tell your mother you was at the club either, right? Hot ass, fast ass, boys and girls. I'm talking to you niggas too. You know what I mean? You ain't had no business sneaking in nobody goddamn club at a young age. None of us did. Just because you was able to finagle your little hot ass into the club, don't make it right. Okay? That's one. There's laws in places. Some places you got to be 18 and over. Some places it was 21 and over, right? But just because your little hot ass done got in, and don't say, "Oh, I got in. Yeah, I did it when I was 14. I was at the club, whatever." Well, you was fucking fast because the club wasn't made for your little young ass. All right? So let's stop with all the, "Oh, I was in the club at 14 and 15. You wasn't supposed to. Don't make it right, right? Now, moving on. Whoever dropped this 13-year-old girl off so she could go and try to go and get into VMAs need a swift kick in their back pockets too, right? Now, let's just say all that is, for all y'all that agree with it, that's fine. Because all y'all are the same people that agree with how Jay-Z and Beyonce let their daughter Blue Ivy dress. Now, me, I'm opposed. I'm against. I'm opposed to letting Blue Ivy dress the way that she do, right? But now, I'm happy that they let her dress the way that she do, right? Because these allegations against Jay-Z will now play against him with how his daughter dressed, right? So they saying this young girl was 13 years old outside the VMAs. The limo driver seen her. He was kicking it to her. He took her to the after party when she couldn't get into the VMAs, and he got her in. She got in the after party. She was drinking, eventually felt woozy, made her way into one of the bedrooms, and allegedly Jay-Z and Diddy came in there and another female celebrity, and they allegedly raped her, right? Now, to everybody that's saying, oh man, she's 13, and to me too. Man, I'm Jay-Z 13, right? But then I say, hold on. Jay-Z daughter's not even 13 yet. And look how they let her dress. Right? Look at her. Right? Look at her. Lipstick, full face makeup, extension hair, strapless dress, right? It might be strapless. I don't know. I can't really tell, right? But she is not even 13. She's not 13. So now, if Jay-Z and Diddy allegedly walked in the room and seen this little girl or young lady, would they think she's underage dressed like that? She's 13 in January 7th. For the last 2 years, she's been dressing like this. Now, if she was floating around the VMAs, would the limo driver be trying to holler at her? Possibly, yeah. Right? Now you say, wait, now you see when I say she's dressing too grown? Now the allegations against her father is that a 13-year-old was around the VMAs. And we supposed to say, oh man, a 13-year-old, hell no. Right? But look how his daughter's dressed. And she's not even 13. Now, they gonna say these allegations are so crazy, right? But let's just say this little girl right here, she's not even 13 yet. Look how she's dressed. Let's just say she was at the VMAs, at a VMA after party. But y'all told me she not dressing too grown. Let's say she was floating around the VMAs and the limo driver, pervert ass nigga, see her, right? She got lipstick on, eyelashes, eyeshadow, extensions, hair, jewelry, fake cleavage, shit off her shoulders, right? You tell me these sick ass niggas, the Epsteins and niggas like that, wouldn't see her at a Diddy party or a VMA's party? So when we thinking 13 in our heads, we like, oh man, why would Jay-Z and Diddy be messing with a 13? His daughter's not even 13. And look how she look. Look how they dressing her. Here's another example. Yo, bro, this little girl is not even 13 yet, bro. She's not even 13 yet. So now her father, right? What is he gonna say when they say, yo, look how your daughter dressed at 13 before she's even 13? So how far-fetched is it that she couldn't be in a fucking VMAs after party dressed like this? Y'all can say I'm wrong all you want. I'm giving you a harsh reality, right? If you let your child before, like, I'll show you the girl with heels on, bro. Look at this. Now I know she's on stage, but remember, this is a grown-up adult show. Beyonce cursing in her music. She got all these trannies on the stage, transgenders on the stage with her. Right? So I'm not saying this is impossible, because when I first read the lawsuit, I'm like, man, get out of here, man. Right? But then I started thinking, wait a minute. Look how he let his daughter dress. And when I say it to y'all, like, yo, his daughter, it looks too grown, bro. Like, people, oh man, you being overprotective, this, that. Like, what are y'all talking about? The girl ain't even 13. Now, her dad got allegations against him. Y'all gonna learn the hard way. And you know what? Everybody can dress their kids how they want. That's your goddamn business. I'm just saying, as a man, that a young girl should be living her life as such. And in this public image and in this industry with these sick ass people, but I'm now let me get into how what I believe now, looking at this, is going to be the downfall of Jay-Z, right? Now, it's so crazy that I can use his own child as an example of what they saying, because they are going to use that as an example. They're gonna be, he's gonna say, "Oh man, a 13-year-old man, get out of here, man." And then they're gonna say, "Look at your daughter. She's not even 13. Look how she's dressed. She got cleavage going on. She ain't even got breasts. She wearing off her shoulders, and she's wearing 4 to 5 inch heels." And you don't think that you couldn't mistaken this young lady for to be older, and she was in the VMAs and did it? What if Blue Ivy break away from the her mom and them and go walk around the stadium? You don't think some teenage boys ain't gonna be hollering at her? Or she was in the VMAs or the after party, right? You don't think some little 18-year-old niggas, 17, they gonna look at her and think she's older? No, you don't think? Dressed like that with the makeup on and everything? Now, like I said, I'm not saying I believe these allegations, but when you look at his daughter and see how she's dressed, and you talking about that environment at an award show and on stage and all these celebrities around, it's possible a motherfucker could slip in like that, right? But this way, I'm gonna show y'all. This is